You've seen it. The guy who gets the promotion without the degree. The one who talks his way backstage. The person who always, somehow, knows a guy. How do they do that? It's not luck. It's not a rich dad. It's because they're fluent in a language they don't teach in school. A language of subtle cues, unspoken rules, and social leverage. What you're about to hear is the closest thing to a real-life superpower I've ever found. 1. The unbreakable rule of delusional confidence. You have to weaponize your confidence to a level that might feel delusional. I'm not talking about arrogance. I'm talking about an unshakable internal belief that you will figure it out, even when you have absolutely zero clue how. Why? Because when you fake that belief, your brain has no choice but to scramble and find a solution. You back yourself into a corner on purpose, and you force your genius to come out. Even if you fail, you gain insane experience. You learn what not to do. But most of the time, you'll be shocked at how people bend to your reality. Here's how you execute. You walk into that room, that meeting, you're not hoping for the deal. You're acting like the deal is already yours. And everyone knows it. Example, you need to land a client, but you're new. A book-smart person says, "I'm just starting out, I'd appreciate a chance." You say with the tone of stating a simple fact, "Look, my methods are new and aggressive. I'm going to get you results your current guy isn't." See the difference? One is begging. The other is offering a value proposition with insane, contagious confidence. People buy into belief before they buy into facts. Fake it until you literally make it, because the act of faking it is what forges the path to actually making it. But confidence alone can be dangerous if you're missing this next piece. 2. Master the 5 why post-mortem. So now you're walking with unshakable confidence. But confidence without wisdom is just repeating the same mistakes, but louder. That's why your next skill is to become your own strategist. Street smarts aren't about never failing. They're about conducting a forensic audit on every outcome, good and bad, until you find the real cause. Most people have an emotional reaction and move on. They get a no and think, "That guy's a jerk." They get a yes and think, "I'm a genius." They learn nothing. But you will perform a 5 why post-mortem on every significant interaction. Here's your field mission. The next time a conversation goes sideways, or surprisingly well, lock yourself in a room for 5 minutes and ask why 5 times. Example, you got shut down in a meeting. Why number 1? Why did they reject my idea? It came out of nowhere and seemed half-baked. Why number 2? Why did it seem half-baked? I didn't prepare data to back it up. Why number 3? Why didn't I prepare the data? I thought my enthusiasm would be enough to carry it. Why number 4? Why did I think that? Because it worked once before in a more casual setting. Why number 5? Why didn't I adjust my approach for this more formal, data-driven room? Because I didn't properly read the power dynamics and culture of this specific group. 3. Build your human web. True power doesn't come from what you know. It comes from who you know. 85% of jobs are filled through networking, not online applications. You need to become the person who can say, "I know a guy for anything." Need a lawyer? I know a guy. Need a kidney? I might know a guy. It's about weaving a human web of mutual value. Every person you meet is a potential node in your network, a source of knowledge, opportunity, or introduction. Make one genuine connection daily, not a transaction, a real conversation. Listen more than you talk. Find what makes them tick. Remember their story. Because when you build this web, you're never starting from zero. You're always one connection away from your next breakthrough. The world has no rule book. The map is never drawn. Most people are just visiting. Start abusing that fact.